So okay, yeah. So this is, I guess, fifth session which we are conducting under Hack This Summer series. So Hack This Summer series was a series we launched at OSS Community for to help beginners get started with open source. And so far we have quite a good response from the community. And yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Couple of questions. How many of you are from PSCT? Like most of the you must be from PSCT. Uh, Maybe raise your hand or just react with emoji or something. Because I saw some registrations from outside PSCT as well. Because we are pretty much active on LinkedIn. So yeah. Okay. So I guess 60%, 50% are uh, all of you are from PSCT. So yeah, that's cool. My next question is how many of you are joining in for the first time for this session, or have you like attended any session before? Okay, there are two, three people joining in for the first time. That's cool. If you have missed any session and if you want to know what we have conducted, covered in those sessions, you can check out our YouTube channel. There we have uploaded recordings of all this session, and yeah, that's a pretty good resource to follow. So yeah, today's session is focused on open source programs. So there are various programs which you all might be aware of. Like GSoC is the popular one. Then LFX is kind of new to people from PSAT, but it's slowly gaining popularity, I guess. Then Outreach is completely new, and most of you must have saw post on LinkedIn about Hacktoberfest. So Hacktoberfest is also a very popular program, and recently there is a hype around GSoC, GSSoC. So it stands for GirlScript Summer of Code. So yeah, it's also a program focused for beginners to get into open source. So for that, the registrations are now open, and I guess we have also formed a group for the same, a separate group for the same, to help you out with the program and all the queries you have, and also you can discuss a lot of stuff there. So yeah, that's about the session what we will cover in this session. So this session is focused around these programs. So what these programs are, a brief about these programs, then how actually you can prepare for these programs, what are its benefits, and what are the outcomes which you expect from these programs. So yeah, it's kind of internships, but we don't call it as a specific word internships in open source. We call it as mentorship because you work under a mentor who is most probably uh, uh, a maintainer of that project. And yeah, that's about it. So benefits, speaking of benefits of these programs, are you get real world experience first of all. So all these programs have a major open source project listed under them to which you can contribute to. And it's quite difficult as a newbie to contribute to such a large open source project. So you get a real world experience, and you also have that embarked on in your GitHub account, on your GitHub profile, so you can show off to your friends. And also during maybe getting an interview, you can speak of your contributions to open source, which makes a huge difference as in today's world, because like everyone is having the same profile, having the same resume. If you look at a high level, there is slightly any differentiation among the resumes. So if you have some open source contributions, you can definitely stand out. Also, recently I have shared one YouTube link to a video on the general chat regarding how open source contributions matters to the recruiters. So that was a video. It was not a video actually. It was a podcast between CEO of Reserve. So he talked about open source how they are looking for open source contributions among the people who they are hiring, because it's easy for them to filter out candidates and uh, and get people who have already worked in a team and have a good profile, open source profile, and all those stuff. So if you have not checked that video, do consider it. Next is mentorship. So mentorship, like I spoke earlier, that you worked under a maintainer of a project. So a maintainer are like god level people in the world, not in the world actually. For that project specific, like they have all the knowledge of how the project is going, what all components the project has, how all those stuff works. So you can really get a good experience working under them, and you have an opportunity to learn a lot from them. Then second is the community. So the open source communities plays an important role in open source. Open source firstly stands for two things. The first is the project itself, and the second is the community which they have there. So these communities can be on there on Discord, or maybe on Slack, or maybe simply on a GitHub discussion, or maybe some open source IRC channel. So yeah, you get to interact with community. You like enhance your communication skills and all the stuff. Then second is the most rewarding part of this programs is you get stipends and rewards. So there are some paid programs which offer you a stipend uh, for working for the particular project, and the stipends are quite good, like pretty good. And there are some programs which are focused on beginners to make their first contribution. So they don't offer you really a stipend, but you have got some digital badges, swags and certificates. So that also stands out. But yeah, and also you can, as I mentioned earlier, you can mention all those your open source contribution on your resume. That gives you a career boost. Then you can build your GitHub profile and like widen your network as well. So these are mostly the benefits of these programs. So in today's session, we will cover these many programs. So these are some popular open source programs like GSoC, LFX, Outreachy, Hacktoberfest, GirlScript, Summer of Code. And there are a few other programs which I have not explored at all, but I have a decent idea about it. So there is Season of KD, then Summer of Bitcoin, then Social Winter of Code, and a small amount of them programs. So yeah, we will cover one by one. So let's begin with Hacktoberfest. So Hacktoberfest, let me ask you, how many of you have heard about Hacktoberfest earlier? Just raise hand or react in the comment. Okay, so one guy, two. Okay, five people have heard about it. Can you like speak of like where you heard or like saw Hacktoberfest? You can turn on your mic. Feel free. Okay, no worries. So Hacktoberfest is a popular open source program which is focused on beginners to make their first contributions. So it's kind of a celebration of open source. So it's a complete 1 month program which is conducted in October every year in the month of October. So you have a decent time to prepare for it, and all you got to do is just make PRs. So I guess most of you might be well versed with the word PR. So PR stands for pull request. So uh, in Hacktoberfest, there are multiple organizations, not organization, actually projects which are participating, and they have a certain number of issues listed in their issues section, in the issue section of their in the, of the project on GitHub. So there is this thing called labels in issues. So whichever issues have a label called Hacktoberfest, Those are the issues which are considered for Hacktoberfest. So all you got to do is just pick up any one of the issues which is which has a label of Hacktoberfest, and then you can work on that issue. Firstly, get it assigned from the maintainer, and once you get assigned that issue, then you can work on that issue. And once that issue is solved and you submit a PR, then you will get a couple of comments from the maintainer. And once that issue is merged, then you can then the contribution is considered. So at least you have to make 4 contributions. So this is the mandatory thing in Hacktoberfest. Even if you fail, no worries, but if you get 4 contribution, you earn a special badge for it. So if you do more than 4, that's completely fine. So like one PR is equal to 1 contribution to the in Hacktoberfest. So most of the newbies start their open source journey from Hacktoberfest itself. So I remember Kshitij and me and Chirag, if he is here, uh, we all started our open source journey from this same program as well. And it's quite good program to start in. Like the projects are also very good, and I can show you the Kshitij profile on GitHub so that you get to see what you earn from these programs, the swags, I mean. Uh, okay, so I don't know if he has or not. Huh, he has. So there is this thing called holo pins, which are kind of digital badges, which hacked about. Yeah. Ah, sorry, just a sec. I don't have any other profile in mind as of now. It doesn't matter at all. So yeah, this is the. I hope the screen is visible now. So this is the thing called holopins. So holopins are basically badges which you earn from by getting your PR merged. So level 0 is getting your first PR merged, level 1 is getting your second PR merged, and all those stuff. So these are the things you earn from Hacktoberfest. Earlier you also used to get T-shirts and all those stuff, but they have currently banned it. And I remember last to last year they were like planting some trees or anything. Like if you made 4 contribution, we will plant a tree which will have your name engraved or something. But yeah, that's it. Acha. Okay, cool. So that was it for. So this is the website for the Hacktoberfest. So as of now, you can see that in a few months they will be starting, and yeah, they have a decent website for it. So whenever this begins, I will let you all know regarding the same. So this is Hacktoberfest. So it's completely beginner friendly, and you can start your open source journey from this program itself. The second one is the most popular one, which is GSoC. I guess most of you might have uh, entered in this session because of GSoC itself. GSoC has done a pretty good job at marketing. They have been in the program has been running for almost 21 years, I guess now. So like जब अपन लोग पैदा हुए थे तब से शुरू है. So yeah, so this is GSoC is basically a beginner a program which is focused for beginners to get into open source. So they say it that it is for beginners to get into open source, but it's not actually the way they say. Okay, so let's continue with GSoC. So GSoC, as I said, is a paid summer internship or mentorship program, which is a fully remote program. You do not have to travel anything or travel anywhere or you know do any of the stuff. It's completely free to apply as well. There are no fees to as in application fees. So, but you get a pretty good amount depending upon your project size. So eligibility for this program is like you must be 18 plus, and whether you are not a student or not, it doesn't matter. So firstly it was for only students, but they have now opened it for all. So yeah, so that's about it. Then speaking of stipend, you get for depends on the project size. So project size is calculated or mentioned by the project maintenance itself, uh, by the maintenance itself. So uh, the sizes depends on the number of hours you contribute to the project. uh, Contributing to project by mean like in this many hours you should complete your project. So if it is a small scale project, then you get $750. For medium you get $1,500, and for large you get $3,000. So the time period for this begins around February. So in that zone, you get all the open source organizations listing that they are participating in GSoC this year, and then you can search out for the projects which they want to be there in GSoC. So I will explain you the entire process now. So how this begins is it is said that if you really want to prepare for GSoC, then after Oktoberfest, it's the best time to prepare to start preparing for GSoC. So once the Oktoberfest is done, that is October is over, then in November or December, it is a good time. Like consider your exams and all those stuff. Then so December is a good time to start your GSoC journey. So how people start generally is like they have uh, they have a track record of this thing. The organizations that are participating from the last like 5-10 years. So it's pretty sure that they will be participating in this year as well. Okay, so what these guys do is like choose any of the organization which they are interested in contributing to GSoC this year, and they start contributing to their repo. So whatever this organization has their main project, they reach out to the GitHub account of that GitHub repo of that project, and they look into issues section and try to get their PR merged and have a good discussion with the maintainers, so that the whenever they have an application for the project, the maintainers know the contributors before. So like it's an kind of you get an early start. So yeah, that's how most of the people begin their GSoC journey. And once that is done, uh, you have a thing called community bonding period, midterm evaluation, and final evaluation. So once you have done some contributions to the project and the GSoC projects are up on the website, then there is this thing called application period. So in application period, you have to submit a proposal. So what is a proposal? So proposal is basically a raw document, a PDF you can say, in which you have to mention all the stuff regarding the project which you are interested in contributing to GSoC. So what all stuff gets in this proposal? So in proposal you have to submit the solution, like there are problem statements on which you are working on in GSoC. So you have to completely draft a solution, like how are you going to solve the problem statement. Then you have to also include the architecture for it. Then the most important is the timeline, like the program is roughly scheduled around 8 to 12 weeks. So you have to provide a complete timeline of 12 weeks, week by week, what you are going to do. So in week 1 you are just going to just get familiar with the code base, just see how things works on high level, get a rough understanding of it, then interact with community members and all those stuff. So you have to propose a complete timeline uh, in the proposal itself, and then you have to uh, basically convince the maintainers why you are the right person to for this project. So this can include your previous contributions to the project, or your some background in that domain, maybe some internships you have done, past experiences, maybe some hackathon projects, similar hackathon projects which you have already done, and all those stuff. So you have to submit a proposal to the maintainers. not actually to maintainers. The proposal has to be submitted to the GSoC website itself, and once that is done, the maintainers of the that organization review your proposals. So the review process is, I guess, takes about a month to get it done, and they say to GSoC, the GSoC guys, key, we have we have sorted out this 5 to 10 proposals which we find are the best among the all the proposals that we have received this year. So the GSoC members, GSoC committee, GSoC organization members also review your proposal and then allocate slots to the organization. So slot by slots, I mean like how many members you are allowed to get into the GSoC for your particular organization. So suppose there is this organization called as MESA. So they got around 4 slots. So they listed about 3 projects and they got 4 slots. So for each project they got one member respectively, and a one extra member for a particular project which was big in size. So this is how the entire process of GSoC is. uh, if you have any doubts you can ask now. I guess I have some missed or missed something, so you can uh, feel free to ask. Okay, I guess I have covered pretty much it. So yeah, that's the thing. Like you firstly gain an early advantage by contributing to the project earlier, and the maintainers know you uh, beforehand, GSoC, and you submit a great proposal to the maintainers. The maintainers review your proposal, and if you are lucky enough and you have a solid proposal, you get selected for it. So once you have selected for GSoC, then you have community bonding period, midterm evaluation, final evaluation, and all those stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Is there any way to proposing problem statement? Yes, there is a way for like for everyone to, you can by yourself propose an idea. By idea and problem statement are the same thing to the project maintenance itself, but you have to like very early on you have to interact with the maintainers and discuss the project idea itself. If the maintainers find it really useful, then only they get the project into GSoC. But it's generally advised that you don't, propose a problem statement by yourself. You just work on the problem statements which are like provided by the maintainers itself. So there are a couple of problem statements. Like on an average, there are 5 to 6 problem statements. You can pick any one of them, and you can just get started. Also, you can just participate in GSoC for the 2 times. Like once you get selected for the GSoC, like Sujal has gotten selected for it this time, then he can just do GSoC one more time. So in your entire lifetime you can just do GSoC just 2 times. And yeah, a very small amount of people get selected in a GSoC. That's why it is also has a great value. So this is the GSoC website where it says like we have total of close to 1300 GSoC contributors. So this 1300 people are from the entire world. So like you understand the importance of the importance of getting into this program. So if you got selected for this program, you are the top in the world. You are in the top 1300 from the entire world. So currently GSoC has around 21k plus contributors. These stats are for like 20 years. Then there are 1000 plus open source organization for 20 years, as I mentioned earlier, 20k plus maintainers across all countries and all those stuff. So this is the website, and these are the organizations which are participated in GSoC this year. So you can just browse the organization. You can find some maybe helpful and some libraries that you already have been using. Like you might be familiar with Django or the Tor browser or async API, Kotlin, uh, and Rust. So there are this many organization you can also select according to your this thing called as domain. So in artificial intelligence, you have these many organization. So if I open like any random, like let's start with Google DeepMind. But the Google DeepMind was there in GSoC for the first time, and they had close to uh, maybe around 30 or something projects. So yeah, so now you can see the name of people who have gotten selected for a particular project. So this was a project called as Evaluate Gemini on open source benchmarks, and this guy is getting selected for it. You can also see the description about the project. So yeah, that's it about GSoC. One more question in the chat. Nirav is on basic. Tanmay, in Hacktoberfest, multiple users can submit pull request for the same issues. Yes, multiple users can submit pull request for the same issue. But the thing is, there is this thing called you get assigned to a particular issue. So if anyone has been assigned for a particular issue, uh, no one really cares about that issue for a long time. Like they know that the mentors will only prefer the PR from from the guy who has been assigned the issue. So yeah, that's it. So that's about GSoC. I guess I have covered pretty much of it. Then there is this thing called LFX Mentorship. So LFX Mentorship is again a mentorship program similar to GSoC itself, but this program is organized or conducted by the Linux Foundation. So Linux Foundation is a pretty big organization which have multiple organization under it. So I can give you a brief about it. So LFX mentorship program is kind of different from GSoC in a way that GSoC is conducted just for one time in a complete year, and whereas in LFX is conducted in cycles. So we have spring cycle, summer cycle, and fall cycles. So these are the three cycles in which LFX is conducted. Okay. So in LFX, you have a similar application process wherein you have multiple organization having their projects listed. I can walk you through the website itself. So once you log into the LFX mentorship website, you will get an interface similar to this. So here you can see all the projects that are being listed. Okay, so firstly, I would like to like highlight some of the organizations which come under LFX itself. So there is this popular organization called as CNCF. So CNC, you might have saw multiple posts on LinkedIn itself regarding CNCF as well. So they are pretty much actively like listing their projects and getting into LFX. So they have close to supported over $1 million. So Cloud Native Computing Foundation, then we have the Linux Foundation itself, then RISC-V, Intel, Red Hat. So these are some of the popular organization which come under the LFX itself. So these organization lists their projects on the LFX website itself, and then you have a similar application process. So if you get onto this tab called as accepting applications, you can see the projects which are currently accepting applications for the LFX thing. Okay, so there are mostly the projects here are paid. Like you get paid for working for 3 4 months, and there are some programs which are unpaid, but it's quite good to contribute to that projects as well. So if you look into just opening a random project, so if I click on apply, it directly got applied. I didn't, got any description about it. So basically, you will get a redirect. You will get redirected to their GitHub repo or something, and there they will have a complete description about the project. So yeah, this is related to, I guess, LF energy. Okay, I don't know what this is related to. So you will have a brief description about the project itself, like relate something related to APIs, and you can view the GitHub repository to which you will be contributing to, and their website. So they also have tags mentioned as the skills which is required for this project, so you can sort the projects based on your interest. So the application process for the LFX is like, firstly, the first things first is, okay, it's very difficult for the first time to get into LFX. Like uh, you have very rare chances that you apply for the first time and you get selected for LFX. So it's quite competitive, and the firstly I thought it would be less competitive as compared to GSoC because it's not that popular, but I was wrong. It was like the reverse. Like there were people who were contributing to the project beforehand only, like from like uh, 2 months ago. They are continuously contributing to the project, and they have a decent reputation with the maintainers, not decent, actually good reputation with the maintainers. So like it's quite like they are getting to get selected for the program, so it's like no brainer. So here also, if you start early, it helps to get into this LFX thing. And you can do LFX just for the one time. Like if you get selected for LFX, that's it. You cannot apply in the next season or in the next cycle. So this is the one time thing which you can do. uh, the application process is also similar as I spoke earlier. So what you got to do is, like, you have to submit this thing called as not proposal, they call it some cover letter or something. In cover letter, you have to basically answer four questions, like what relevant skills do you have regarding the project, then why you are the best person, uh, then what your motivation to get into these programs and all this stuff, basic questions. So this is the thing called as cover letter. So you have to answer all these questions in the cover letter. Additionally, you also have to write a complete proposal for the same. So like I spoke for the GSoC, like you have to like draft a complete solution, then a timeline, then architecture, then your approach. So here also you have to submit a similar document, like you have to draft a similar document, and the maintainers will review that document. And if they feel that it's a good proposal, then you get selected for it. So that's regarding LFX. So in LFX, you get paid $3,000 for working for 3-4 months, and yeah, it's like good amount to have. Also, one thing which I would like to highlight is that there are many projects by CNCF organization itself, which you know where people have gotten, and they have actually made it, and they have made to the repo as maintainers. Like they got first as they got into the project as an LFX mentee. By LFX mentee, I mean they got selected as into LFX, and they started contributing to the repo. They are done with their project itself, and then some maintainers, like if they really like your work, they are okay to make you maintainer of that complete project. So I have a few connections on LinkedIn who are directly maintainers of these big projects. So it's like really awesome thing to have. So yeah, you have an opportunity there as well. So I personally got selected in the Linux kernel itself, and I am currently contributing to it. That's it about LFX mentorship. Currently, there are no projects which are accepting applications. So once they have the applications up on the website, I will let you know. And one tip I would give is that there is this thing called as Slack channel, which the CNCF organization has. where they early on, just post a message regarding the projects they will be listing under LFX. So even before they post it on the LFX website, they have already posted the information regarding the same on the Slack channel. So if you really want to get into LFX, it's quite it's advised to, you know just be there on their Slack channel and just check regularly. Moving on to the next is Outreachy. So Outreachy is a specific program which is again beginner friendly and encourages beginners to get into open source. And its target audience is underrepresented groups in tech world. So in India itself, girls get selected for this program itself. Like, girls have a high chances of getting selected for this program. So I somewhere saw that 94% of the people who get selected for this programs are girls. So you can consider it as specific to the girls itself. Okay. So this is again a program similar to GSoC, but I feel that it is a bit easier to get into this program because there is not that great competition as compared to GSoC. Plus, you get paid pretty hefty amount. That's $7,000 for just working for 4 months. So, and it's completely remote. You have to just work from your home itself, and you get paid a lot. Then they have for actually this is for 3 months, not for 4 months. And they have two cycles in which they accept applications. So internships may run from May to August or December to March. So they must have mentioned at the application period on all the stuff for the same. Like for June 2025 internship, the internship application accepted from, like, the period begins from February 7 to February 15. Then mentors sign up from 14th March and all those stuff. So you can just go through this website and get more information about the thing. uh, and it's like, I have a few connections on LinkedIn from other colleges in Pune itself, those who have made into this program. And also, there are quite good number of videos on YouTube as well, as to how they got into this program. So you can just, watch those videos and get information about the same. So then we have GirlScript Summer of Code. So most of you might have registered for this program as I just posted on the group. So GirlScript Summer of Code is again an open source program focused for beginners to get into open source. So how this program runs is, it's a 3-month program, which I don't know when it will start. It will start uh, uh, like in 1 or 2 months, I guess, because they already have begin their application period. And this is organized by GirlScript Foundation. It's a community driven NGO type of organization, and it's not only specific for the girls, so everybody is open to contribute. So one differentiator in this GirlScript Summer of Code is that you there is a leaderboard. So when you contribute to any project that is listed under this GirlScript Summer of Code, you gain points. Okay. So as you gain points, you get on the top of the leaderboard. And once you get on the top of the leaderboard, if you made into top three, you get cash prizes. If you get into top 25, you get recommendation letters, internship offers, then swags and t-shirt. And I guess they provide a certificate to all the people who have participated in GirlScript Summer of Code. This is their website, and you can see that they have been doing this GSoC for 2 3 months 2 years, I guess. And they have quite a good number of registrations so far. So yeah, you can start your journey from either from Hacktoberfest or this program as well. So yeah, that's it about the programs. So final thoughts are like, this is a very good opportunity for all of you. uh, if you have not secured an on-campus internship or off-campus internship, you can try out these programs. Again, it's not for everyone to just dive into open source, because it's quite hard to get into open source, and you have to follow certain rules and guidelines to really make into it. So yeah, if you are really interested in open source, you have a feeling of get giving back to the community, then you can think of all these programs. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. If you have any questions, I am open for that. Yeah. Proposal. I don't think I have stored that. Open source. Actually, it has been a quite a good time. I have not opened that folder, so I don't remember exactly, you know, where I have that proposal. But if I like found, I will be sharing on the same on the group. I have my GSoC proposal, I guess. I can show that to you. Uh, 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 uh. Let me share my screen first. Okay. So, uh, GSoC proposals. This might be one. Okay. So this is my GSoC proposal. It's a 26-page PDF. So I had applied to this organization called as MESA, and they had their project called as Mesaisms. Uh, this is the description about the project. So this is a table of contents for the same. So all you got to do is, there is this thing called required section and proposal, project proposal. So in which required section is required section includes the mandatory things which GSoC enforces you to do. So you have to give about me, like who I am, why I'm the right person for this project. Then do I have any open source experience other than Mesa? So I have listed some contributions which I had already made into made during Hacktoberfest itself, and a few other. Then I also listed some projects which I had which are similar to the proposal, not similar to the proposal actually, similar to the project, like which the technology resonates with the project itself. Then GSoC background. Then then you have to mention your Mesa experience, your past contributions. Then this is where the project proposal begins. So you have to include a motivation, project background. How are you going to just build that project? What are the benefits? What are the target audience? How are you going to implement approach, architecture, all the stuff. So that's about the GSoC proposal. I guess I might have for the uh, LFX thing, Linux work course. No, I had a Google Doc for the same. So I had applied for GSoC. Like I forgot to mention that you can uh, apply to multiple projects at the same time, because the chances of you getting it into a single project is quite low. So it's advised to just apply for 2 3 projects, not three actually. As a beginner, you can consider applying max to max for the 2 projects, so as to increase your chances of getting into GSoC. And for the LFX also, it's the same thing. You can apply to multiple projects. So for GSoC, I had just applied for the one organization, but I failed getting into it. But in LFX, I got. So yeah, that's it about. And if you have any questions, I am open for that.
What are the coding skills required to contribute in open source?
Okay. This is most common question which I get, like what are the coding skills. So in open source is not focused on a particular technology as such. So there are projects in open source which have like all the technologies which you can think of, like all the libraries, all the frameworks, and every other stuff. So the thing it matters is like what are the technologies in which you are interested or you have an experience in. So let's suppose you have experience in web development, so you can find out projects in open source which use a similar tech stack which you are familiar with. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and I have one more question. What are the types of issues which we have to resolve in that GSoC or that
So in
open
GSoC,
source?
okay. So in GSoC, you don't have to resolve issues at all. So in GSoC, you have to propose you have to write a proposal for completing a complete project. Okay, so that's a different thing. And you spoke about the issues. So uh, Hacktoberfest and GirlScript Summer of Code and a few other programs, you have to resolve issues so as to just get into that program. So in Hacktoberfest, as I said, you have to make PR. So the issues can be a generalized issues, some good first issues, uh, some medium level issues, some hard issues. I cannot specify specific issues as such, but it's beginner friendly, so you can definitely look into it and get into it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions, guys? Oh yeah. Okay, I had the same question. Okay, Trupti. So, like, if you are thinking of getting into open source, then I guess Hacktoberfest and GirlScript Summer of Code are a great program to begin with, and they are, of course, beginner friendly. So you can get started with it and start your open source journey to all the way getting into GSoC or LFX or Outreachy. Also, one thing I forgot to mention you that there is this company called as Atlan. How many of you know the company? Just raise your hand. React with an emoji. Okay, two, three. Okay, fine. So Atlan is a company, a completely remote company. You can think them as a startup. They are a 400 people company or something. So, but the plus point of Atlan is that they only hire people, not only, they mostly hire people who have got into GSoC or LFX. So, they are heavily looking for the people who have got into this prestigious open source programs. Because if you have really made into these programs, then you are really different from the rest of the crowd. So, it's easy for them to, just filter out candidates. So they only interview candidates who have gotten into this prestigious programs, and they heavily emphasize on open source contributions. Even if you do not have got into these programs, but you have a good open source profile, uh, you can apply for the same, and they really offer a good stipend and a PPO. They offer, I guess, 50K stipend and a PPO of 24 lakhs. It's off-campus thing, so they do not come on the campus. But we have a large number of alumni working in the company. Uh, so yeah, that's it. Any more questions? Okay. Uh, One thing I forgot to mention regarding the Razor Pay podcast is that the CEO of the Razor Pay was there in the podcast, and he, as I said, that he emphasized on open source contributions. So he even mentioned that uh, they only, just uh, interview people based on referrals. Okay, so they heavily emphasize on referrals. Also in referrals, they just like every other company, they also just screen the resumes. So the CEO said that they have some specialized tools uh, uh, internally, which just focuses on extracting or analyzing your resume in a way that you have some open source contributions on your profile, on your resume. So if you have some open source contributions on your resume, you get filter out easily, something like that. So it's really good to have that. That's all from my side. If you have any questions, I'm open, or else you can leave. Kshitij, you can stop the recording, I guess. Thank you all for joining on Friday night. Have a nice night. Okay, comments. I had some questions. I don't know. What OS are you using? OS. OS is of course Linux, and it's Arch Linux. Chad. Chad for a reason. Crazy. I use iOS by the moment. Oh, oh, nice, nice. Which year, Amar, by the way? Second year, third year, first year. Not first year actually now. Third year, boss. Okay, nice. What dots for Webar? So I use hyper dots, so they have a configuration for the Webar also, so it's the default. You can check hyper dots repository on GitHub. You can just use that. Okay, yeah, that's it.